You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win. If you want to make your dream become reality, the people that are running at their dreams know that it's possible that you can live your dream, that it's necessary, that you're relentless, that you have a plan of action, that you are creative. The people that are living their dream are finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them. And they're resolving within themselves, it's not over until I win.
Listen to me very closely. Winners win and losers lose. And there are those of you out there, you lose it and you don't deserve to lose. You put in the work, you worked hard, and you lose it. And I need you to do me a favor. This is the year to turn that around.
The people that are running after their dream know they're going to have hard times. They keep on running because they're saying within themselves, I'm the one, no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. The people that are running after their dreams are the people that are hungry.
Listen to me very closely. Some of you are broke. Listen to me, you flat out broke, right? You ain't got gas money. And we're not just talking about money. You broke in your relationships, you broke in your health, and you're not broke because you have to be, right? And I'm telling you, your whole life is gonna change. If you would get off the couch, stop playing video games.
When other folk are having a good time, you've got to have the strength of character to concentrate, to read, to digest information. You've got to learn how to become resourceful. You've got to learn how to become creative.
Like for real, you broke. If you broke, you broke. Stop complaining. Stop going to a job you don't like. You are broke. Listen to me, you're going to a job you don't like. You've been there 15, 20 years. I ain't tripping on the job. I'm not even saying you should quit the job. But I'm saying that after you get off work, just like you invest in them, you need to invest in yourself. And the problem is simple. You're not investing in your idea.
That you're always looking for a way to get over, always looking for a way that you can break through, and always looking for a way that you can strike a telling blow.
And you're broke because you're not getting the I. You're not understanding the I told you last week. It is about an invention, an idea.
And I've got to separate what I do from who I am.
Listen to me, you ain't got, your phone getting cut off, on and off. Listen to me, you are broke.
You've got to make it your personal business to make it happen. And you've got to resolve within yourself that I can do this, that it's hard. But you've got to say, I'm the one. I'm the one to make this happen. I'm the one to become successful in this business. As you work to help other people to become successful, that feeds your success. That if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it, and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famish, or gulf, sickness or pain, or body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim, you besiege and beset it, with the help of God you'll get it. It's not over until I win.
Asked him, said, how were you able, in spite of all of the negative publicity saying that you couldn't win, how did you do it? He said, I ignored my critics. I just didn't pay any attention to them. I ignored myself because they kept on saying it so much. There were times I doubted whether or not I can do what I needed to do. See, the last chapter to your life has not been written yet, and it doesn't matter about what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter about the things that you've done that you feel guilty about. If you wouldn't do it today, you're convicting an innocent person.
So I really want to be a certain kind of person, and I get a massive amount of chemical joy for being the kind of person I want to be, acting in accordance with that, being tough, doing the work, grinding it out, pushing forward, having a goal, going after it, developing myself, being the learner, like seeing how much potential I can actually wring out of myself. Because this is what I do, because of that neurochemical rush that I get every time where, and don't let Chase hear this, but like when I'm up and I'm working at 4 a.m. and I know all my employees are sleeping, all my competitors are sleeping, and I'm grinding it out. And when I got up at 4 a.m. and I was working my ass off, because you're wasting your life if you do all of that for something that you don't care about. And this is where it gets terrifying. You've got to be excited about the future that you're building. That is the key. You've got to be really amped up about it. It's got to give you energy. When you think about doing that thing, it's got to really amp you up. And if it doesn't, then dear God, what are you doing? There's no moral obligation to go hard and live your life like I live mine. But man, let me tell you right now, if you're not doing things that excite you, if there's nothing in your life that you've built into this incredible pyre of excitement, you are really missing out.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality.
The disproportional reason so many people in here will not win, let's just get right to the chase. The disproportionate reason that most people in this room will not win is actually not the hard work, which is what I'm going to talk about probably for the next 45 minutes. It's your lack of patience.
I think there's literally 300 million different ways to win in the US. There is no blueprint, there is no exact way. It only comes down to being able to factor in the 40 or 50 indexes, input points, context points around your life, and then navigating through that. And so what I really want is for people to understand, don't do it like me, don't do it like you, don't do it like Zucks, don't do it like Trap, don't do it like Cuban.
And the lack of patience is what hurts so many people.
If you decide in any particular area that you're concerned about to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to read one book a month in that area, in 5 years, you'll be among the top 5% experts in the world. I read a minimum of 2 books a week. The average American reads only 1 book a year. If you decide that area that you love, that you are going to master that particular area, in this era of accelerated change, overwhelming complexity, and tremendous competition, as you begin to develop and expand your skills and your talents and your vision of yourself, you will always be in control of your destiny.
And I'm saying to them, you can live your dream. It was hard, ladies and gentlemen. It was very difficult to pick myself up each day believing that I could do it. There were times that I doubted myself. I said, God, why is this happening to me? I'm just trying to take care of my children and my mother. I'm not trying to steal or rob from anybody. Why did this have to happen to me? It was very hard. And here's what I want to say to you. For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. No one could have convinced me by holding on, by continuing to push forward, by continuing to run toward my dream, that one day I would have my own talk show. It's a long shot, ladies and gentlemen, from Liberty City, an abandoned building on a floor, never knowing my mother or father. It's a long shot. Being here with you today in this dome in Atlanta, it's a long shot. No college training, labeled educable, mentally retarded, but I kept running toward my dream. again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said to somebody, something. And you're told no, even after you pay your dues. Who's got the right to tell you that? Who? Nobody. It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no after you earn the right to be where you want to be and do what you want to do.
People who discourage us. You know, the people that you have in your life who, no matter how good of a day you're having, they'll bring you down. Or no matter how bad of a day you're having, they'll bring you even lower. You know what I'm talking about? Think of the 3 biggest discouragers in your life. They're not your biggest discouragers. You are.
Dear candidate, thank you for your application to our ballet academy. Unfortunately, you have not been accepted. You lack the right feet, Achilles tendons, turnout, torso length, and bust. You have the wrong body for ballet, and at 13, you are too old to be considered.
So you don't think you can? You don't think you can do it? Think again. No, you can. If you haven't done it, keep striving. Keep working. Don't let up. Things don't come easy. You gotta find it, whatever it is, within yourself. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit.
So just because you fail doesn't mean you're a failure, all right? So I just need you to do me a huge favor, and I just need you to keep going, try to make that one different decision that you've not made before. And then my last one is don't let the distractions distract you. I know, real simple, but don't let the distractions distract you. Failure is not an option. When you go into it, I want you to go into everything you do, listen to me, as if failure is not an option, all right? It's not a button. It's not a label. It does not exist. You can do it.
Don't let nobody steal your dream. I used to ask myself, can I do this? And something said within me, you're the one. You're the one.
If you want to be great, not good, not also grand, not second, not third. If you want to be great, the very best at what you do, obsession is a necessity. Once you have that magnificent obsession, once you question impossible to two keys, then when somebody like that tells you you can't do something, you have chosen the wrong one to tell something like that to. I will show you what I can do. I will show you, I will turn your I can't, I will never, I won't, it's impossible. I will turn it around and I will show you that I can do anything.
You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knockdown. And I love it. Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. They were 4, 3, 2, 1, and ding, 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 saved by the bell. And he goes to his corner. The whole world is like, yep, that's it. Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's gonna just hammer him. And exactly that. Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the rope. Listen to me, many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope. You can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. And the world was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out simply because his why was greater than that punch. His why was greater than defeat. His why was greater than his trial and his tribulation. And I'm telling you, if you don't know what your why is and your why isn't strong, you're going to get knocked out every single day.
You must understand that your life is on the line. Every single day, you wake up and you get out of your bed. There's competition, racing to get to the top of that mountain. What are you gonna do to be the winner? How much time would you put in? How much blood, sweat, and tears are you willing to lose? Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, if not now, then when? It doesn't matter if you have a plan. The only thing matters is the passion that you have in your heart. The only thing matters is that child, your family, the people that's depending on you the most. Doesn't matter if you have high expectations. It doesn't matter if you just talk about it. You have to write these things down. You have to paint this picture in your head. Ask yourself, what does the top look like? Keep climbing. Yes, there may be rocks falling down on you, trying to hold you down, but you must keep fighting. You must understand that you will fail sometime. You must understand that your hands may slip off those rocks. You must understand that while you're climbing, you cannot see the top, but you must know that it's beautiful. You must know that it's worth it, because that is the very thing that keeps you going. Don't look to the left and see what the other man's doing. Don't look to the right and see what the other man's planning. Because your gift is your gift. Show the world that stamina. Show the world how strong you really are. Don't be the person that just talks about it. Don't be the person that just reads about other people's success. Write your own story and place that book at the top of the mountain. We must dream and make it a reality. Keep climbing.
Inevitably, there are going to be times in your life where it literally seems like the world is coming after you. And in those moments, if rather than panic, if rather than letting your mind run away from you, rather than getting bitter or angry or frustrated, if you remember in those times that forcing yourself to push through it, forcing yourself to find the opportunity, forcing yourself to find the lesson in that, is going to be the very thing that gives you lift. It's actually constraints, it's having restrictions, it's having difficult times. Those are the things that allow people to really find and tap into the thing that's going to allow them to achieve what they want to achieve, because it's going to push you. And I know that's never fun. That's not what anybody wants to hear, but the reality is, if you want to achieve something great in your life, you've got to be going into the hard places. You've got to be facing down the difficult things. You've got to be going down that road that is intrinsically difficult. It's untamed, it's wild, and in that sense that it's coming after you, in that sense that you've entered truly hostile territory, in that is the very thing that's going to lift you up and allow you to do what other people haven't done. That's exactly why the terrain seems hostile. That's exactly why it seems like things are crashing down around you. Because you ventured into the unknown. But it's only in the unknown that you're going to be able to find yourself. It's only in the unknown that you're going to be able to accomplish something that other people think is impossible. Because they only think it's impossible because no one's ever done it. And as Tullius Cicero said, whatever you do, do with all your might. So as you go into this wilderness of the untamed, as you venture into this dangerous territory, go like a bat out of hell. Go like you've got something to prove. Go with a chip on your shoulder. Go knowing that you're going to face danger. Go knowing that you're going to have to stand up for yourself and you're going to have to fight for what you believe. Go knowing that you've got to get stronger. Go knowing that right now, you're not the person you need to be in order to be successful. Go now knowing that failure is guaranteed. Go now knowing that in that failure, you will learn what you need. And by being willing to face that failure and being willing to learn from that and putting all of your energy into getting better, into taking responsibility, into focusing who you want to become, in looking at only where you want to go, in doing that, you get the lift that you need in order to soar above what everybody else is willing to do. But you've got to do it with everything you've got. Anything less is guaranteed failure.
You want to be somebody who succeeds. You want to be somebody who builds something. You want to be somebody who people writing books about one day. You are going to have to be okay with being bad at for a long time. I've learned to look at every single loss as an opportunity of how to win more, and that's what you need to do too. You don't look at it like, hey, everybody's going to point and laugh. So quit letting people stand in your way. Quit letting you stand in your way, and understand that, you know, you're going to suck. Once you understand that every time you lose is an opportunity for you to not only learn that lesson, but take it a +1 step past the lesson, you'll start to appreciate those lessons. You know, these kind of things that happen to you, these very extreme situations that are very hard to overcome, these big obstacles, these things end up being some of the best things that happen to you. And I'm a real firm believer that you're not going to find one really successful person out there that doesn't have a real story of overcoming obstacles. Because just like in the weight room, without resistance, you can't grow. You know, your muscles are not going to grow without weight and resistance. Your mental fortitude and strength and ability and skills are not going to grow without resistance. And that's why every single person you meet who is a very successful athlete or a very successful business guy or whatever, they have a story of overcoming extreme obstacles. Okay? It's not because they're making them up. It's because those obstacles are what eventually help determine and develop and, you know, create the skills and the fortitude and the persistence that's needed to succeed. You guys, if you could develop the perspective of your obstacles actually being a workout for your brain, for your fortitude, for your intensity, for your ability to persevere, and see them as a benefit as opposed to seeing them as some negativity or an obstacle or some sort of thing that's holding you back, how much more positive would you feel about your journey? How much more positive would you feel if every time someone stood in your way or every time a situation didn't work out, you didn't look at it as like, oh man, this situation sucks, blah, blah, blah. No, you say, you know what, this is great because I have an opportunity to grow. I have an opportunity to get stronger. I have an opportunity to get better that my competitors and the people that I'm going to be competing against my entire life don't have, which puts me in an extreme advantage. You know, there's two ways to have a zero option mentality. There's one way you could be injured and literally not have a choice. Your choice is to either get better or be in a wheelchair or be handicapped or be physically disabled for the rest of your life. But in success, people who are extremely driven, extremely successful, and extremely well accomplished, they have the ability to mentally flip that switch to where they don't have a choice but to do the things they need to do. If you talk to them, it will sound really weird, okay? Because they'll talk as if they don't have a choice. They will talk as if they don't succeed, the world is going to end. And they have conditioned themselves to believe this as fact. Okay? They think that if they don't succeed, their world will end. And you know what? Their world will end because that's how much pride and how much focus and how much intensity and how much drive and how much value they put on success. To where if they don't get to where they want to go, their life will have been a waste. And guys, I'm telling you right now, success is hard. Being successful is very, very hard. It takes every bit of your focus, every bit of your energy, every bit of your concentration, every single bit of your soul is required to get where you want to go. Your obstacles are there to teach you, they're there to mold you, they're there to forge you into a machine. But unfortunately, most people don't look at obstacles that way. They look at obstacles as this negative thing. Life hates me, the universe hates me, God hates me, I'm unlucky, I'm the worst that there is. Bad things only happen to me. And that's because you're choosing to see things the wrong way. You're choosing to pick the perspective of you're a victim as opposed to being a battle-hardened warrior that is going to kick ass, and you are so thankful for these obstacles that they are going to make you stronger, more effective, and more successful over the course of your life. I challenge you guys to see your obstacles as a great thing. I challenge you guys to see your problems as a great thing. I challenge you guys to quit being victims and whiny little crybabies about every bad thing that happens to you and start being thankful that you have the opportunity to grow, get stronger, get more focused, get more skilled, and kick more ass because of every hardship you face.
Success is growth every day. Every day. If you go a couple days without feeling like you've changed something, if you've gone a couple days feeling like you're kind of the same as you were yesterday, then you get disgusted and you get frustrated. Like a man who hasn't had a meal, you get frustrated and you desire that growth. So why haven't I grown today? Why didn't I grow yesterday? What kept me back? Did I go back into some sort of comfortable pattern? When you're in the gym, don't count your reps. Just push until it hurts. And once it hurts, then start counting your reps. That's why when they asked Muhammad Ali how many push-ups he does, he said, I don't know. I only start counting when it hurts. So that's how we grow. That's how we succeed. As we push and push and push and go, and once it starts hurting, once the resistance starts coming, that's when we start counting. That's when we start to matter. So don't dodge the fear, don't dodge the pain, don't dodge the resistance, don't dodge the attack that is coming against you. Look at it with opportunity. Look at it as an opportunity to find victory. Victory is found in the struggle. The struggle is not to be avoided. The struggle is to be confronted. The struggle is to be welcomed with joy. That you finally have an opportunity to show God, to show the world that you're ready for this fight. That you know you got your eyes on the prize. You know what your goal is. You know what your dream is. And you're going to demonstrate to God, to the world, that ain't no amount of struggle, ain't no high of an obstacle, ain't no strong army of hate and doubt gonna get in your way from this victory that is destined for your life, for this victory that is destined by you accomplishing your dream. You will accomplish your dream. Because your dream is never going to give up on you. It'll stay with you. So, army of doubters, army of haters, army of all those who said I never could, army of that voice inside of me that's tried to keep me down, army of that voice inside of me that's tried to keep me down, all of you will be slain one by one, because the victory is mine.